Waidsum Academy. Today we're looking at some IGCSE past question papers, and this is 2018 paper 4-1, and here we're looking at question 11. On question 11A, we'll be given some vector. OA is 3, 4. OA is 3, 4. OA is 3, 4. Okay, I try to zoom. OA is 3, 4, and then AB is 8, 7, and AC is 3, 6. Okay, let's write them out first, and then we try to solve them. Find vector OB. Find vector OB. So we go to our classroom. Question 11. Vector OA has been given to be 3, 4. Vector OA is given to be 3, 4. 3, 4. Now they gave us vector not OB, but they gave vector AB. Vector AB is 8 minus 7, I guess. AB to be equals 8, and then minus 7 at the bottom. Let's see. Vector 8 minus 7 AB, and then AC is 3 and minus 3, 6. AC vector AC is negative 3, 6. Negative 3, 6. Negative 3, 6. That's vector AB. Now the first question says we should find 11A. Say find find vector OB. Vector OB. Meaning start from O till you get to B. Start from O till you get to B. Right? So OB, start from O and move till you get to B. This is OA and this is AB. This is not OB, this is AB. So OB will be 3, this 3, X for X, this and this, 3 plus 8. Am I right? And then here 4 minus 7 plus minus 7. 4 plus minus 7. So this will give us was it 3, 4? Let's double check. Is it 3, 4, 4, 3? It's 4, 3, sorry. Okay, I quoted the wrong vector. It's 4. This one is 4. Here is 4. And here is 3. Okay, so here will be 4. 4 plus 8. And here will be 3 plus minus 7. So 4 plus 8 will give you 12. Here we get 12. And 3 plus minus 7 will give you negative 4, right? Negative 4. Okay, this is the vector OB. But the question did not say find OB. The question said find the magnitude of vector OB. Look at it. Magnitude. You see these two lines? These two vertical lines? It's saying find the magnitude of vector OB. So to find the magnitude, see, magnitude, this line. Okay, let me use a different color to make it conspicuous. It says find the magnitude of vector OB. This line means magnitude. It means magnitude of OB. So we get this. So after getting this vector, you will now continue to find magnitude. You will say 12 square magnitude of OB, magnitude of OB magnitude of vector so for magnitude you must do like this. Magnitude of vector OB is equal to the square root of 12 square. You square the x, you know this is x, this 12 is x, this is x, and this is y. Remember that for vector. This is 12 and this 12 is x and this -4 is y. So you say plus sorry, my body is not doing fine. Plus bracket -4 square. We square both sides. We square both value. The y. It's just like when we're finding magnitude, a equals square root of s squared plus y squared. You know, like the distance between 2 points. Okay, magnitude is like the absolute distance between 2 points. So here we have the square root of, this will be equal to the square root of 12 squared is 144. 12 squared is 144. And -4 squared is 16. So 144 plus 16. Here will be 160. This will be 160. So we're looking for the square root of 160. We're looking for the square root of 160. And then the square root of 160, what do we get? When we find the square root of 160, we get 12 point what? Is 12.4 to one decimal place? 12.64. Okay, so that's the magnitude of vector OB. This is the magnitude of vector OB. So this is the magnitude of vector OB. Okay, this is the magnitude of vector OB. So if you're looking for the magnitude of OB, first you find OB. First you find vector OB. How do you find vector OB? By simply saying, because it's from O to B, O the beginning and B in the end, you're going to move whatever value is here plus this value of AB in order to get OB. So you get 12. And then on the downside, you have 3 plus -7, which gives you -4. So you get the vector OB. After you get OB, you find the magnitude of OB by squaring this value of x plus the square of the value of y, then everything square root, and then you get the magnitude. Okay, so this is how we find magnitudes of these kind of vector. Now let's go to the next question. So we've done the magnitude of OB. Now it's asking us to find vector BC. In BC, they didn't ask for magnitude, only the vector. Vector BC. Now let's go and see the vector. Let's see vector BC. Okay, they say we should find BC. We have AB here and we have AC here. You see, C, A is 30, but we are looking for BC, not AC. Okay, we're looking for BC. If it's the beginning and the end, you add them together. But this one is BC. This is the second one, and so what you do, you subtract. What you do for this, you subtract the two vectors. Okay, in order to find vector BC, you subtract. Are you with me? So we subtract. So this will be -3 minus 8. So this BC, vector BC vector BC is to subtract. This equals to -3, -8, which will give us -11. -11, and then at the bottom for BC, this AB and AC, this is what we are using. We'll say 6 minus 7. This will be 14, right? 6 minus 7. Wait, it's like, let me see the question again. Okay, not 40, it's 13. -13. This will be 13. 6 minus 7 will become 13. Okay? 6 and 7 is 30 if you add them together. So you get 30. So this is the vector only. You are not looking for magnitude. -11 over 13. So this is the vector BC. This is what you need to do. Why did we subtract? The first one we added. Right? The first one we added the vectors together. But this one we subtracted the vector. Why? The reason is that here you are looking for B. This one, look at B here. The second one. The end of the line. And C. And the end of this line. So you have to subtract to find this one. The first case, you were looking for OB, the first and the last. In this case, OB, you were looking for first and last. You have to add them. When this one, you're looking for second and last. You have to subtract them in order to find the distance. Is that okay? So that's that for that. Now, let's take a look at the next question. Let's take a look at the next question. Okay, here, it's a normal vector diagram. This one, every exam, you find this question. They've given us PQRS as a parallelogram. Now let's sketch the parallelogram first. Let's sketch the parallelogram. Question. Okay. PQRS. PQRS. Okay, let's see the details of the parallelogram. PQRS. Okay, we have a diagonal and they meet at X. And this vector goes this way, this one goes this way. Okay. A diagonal and a diagonal which create X. So there's a diagonal here. And there's a diagonal here. And they meet at X. They call here X. And then this vector is going this way. Why this vector is going this way? The direction of the vector is very important. So they call this one going up B and this one A. This one going up B, vector B, and they call this one vector A. Now let's see the questions they want us to do with regards to this. It's a PQRS is a parallelogram with diagonals PR, this PR, this diagonal PR and diagonal SQ. SQ intersecting at X. Now PQ, which is this, is A and PS is B. Find QX, this one. Find QX in terms of A and B. Give your answer in a simplest form. Find QX. Okay, so we'll be told to find what? QX, vector QX. So we're looking for QX. Okay, before we can find QS, let's find QS. Before we can find QX, Let's find QS, the whole length first, the whole length of the diagonal. Let's find the whole length of the diagonal. This Q, from Q to this S. When we get it, then we divide by 2. Whatever we get, we divide by 2, we get our QX. We find our QX. Okay, now since Q is going up, then the vector that is going up as well will be positive. Since QX, the direction they gave us, they did say find SQ. If they say find SQ, this one would have been going down. This one would have been going down. Okay? But they say find QS, meaning you should go this direction from Q to S. So anyone that is going up on the vertical side will be positive. So vector B will be the positive. So QX is the positive vector B minus, why minus? Because this one is going against this direction. Because this one is going up and going leftward. It's going up and going leftward. This QX that they ask you to find. Remember, PQ is not equals to, okay, let's write the formula connotation. Q, you can say QX, the one they ask you to find, this diagonal, QX, is equal to PX, vector PX, is equal to vector PX, vector PS, is equal to find QX is equal to PS minus PQ. Why minus PQ? Why are we minusing PQ? We are minusing PQ because this vector QS they ask us to find is going upward. So any one on the vertical that is going up is going to be positive and is going leftward. So PQ is not going leftward, it's going rightward. So since PQ is going against the direction of QS that they asked us to find, this PQ will be negative because it's going rightward from the arrow. From the arrow, this PQ is going to the right. But the QS they asked us to find is going to the left. It's going upward but in the leftward direction. So we say PS is going up, is going to be vector B minus, we're not going to say plus, this PQ. So it's going to be negative because it's going opposite the direction. Minus A. So this is for QX. Remember the question says we should find what? The question didn't say we should find QS. It said find QX. Find QX. So to find QX, vector QX is half of QS. QX is half of QX. So you're going to say this is equal to B, because they say we should find our answer in terms of A and B. B minus A divided by 2. B minus A divided by 2. B minus A divided by 2. Which is similar. You can just stop there, or you write it this way. Another way of writing it is to write QX is equal to vector QX is equal to 1 all over 2, because you can factorize it. This is a fraction. It's a fraction. It's 1 all over 2. So you can say it's equal to 1 all over 2, then you put a bracket B minus A. 1 all over 2 of B minus A. So whichever way you write it is still correct. Whichever way you write it is still correct. So that's this vector QX. That's for this vector QX. Is that okay? So please, these are very important in the exam. You need to know how to do and how to follow up. Okay? So this is the vector. Is that okay? This is the solution of QX. So because QS is going this way. Why? Because QS is going upward. That's why. Anything that is going up will be positive, because this QS they're asking you to find is going upward. So this will be positive, and it's going upward, not only going upward. You know, the vector has two directions. When you say upward or rightward, or the y-axis is going upward, the x-axis is going leftward. For this one is going rightward, so that's why it's going to be negative. It's going against the direction of what they asked you to find, so that's why you're going to put minus A in this one. Is that okay? So that's that for this question. And let's see. That's that for this question. Let's see if we still have a question. Okay, this is Okay, this is sequence. This is sequence. Let's see if we can quickly go through this, if possible. If we can quickly go through this. I say Marco is making pattern with green and white circular mat. Question number 12 in paper 4-1 Cambridge IGCSE 2018. Marco is making pattern with gray and white circular mat. So okay, so you can see the gray, the first one all is gray. Okay, so we can make a table for pattern. We'll number the pattern, we put gray, white, and the total. This table did not include the white, but we're going to make our own table. We include the green and the white, because each pattern has number of green, number of white. Okay, so let's make our own table, and then we'll see how we deal with this question. So for question number 12, we draw a table. We draw a table. We have a pattern. You see pattern. Pattern. Okay, this is double T, okay. This pattern, green, green, gray, number of gray, so we just write only gray. Then white. The table did not include, in the exam paper did not include the white. So I think it's good if we can include the white to make the problem easier for us. And then we have total. Let's include the total column. Okay, let's include the total. Just a moment. Okay, so here is total. We include the total. We include the total. Okay, so now let's begin to count what we have for white, for gray, pattern, and so on and so forth, and then we see where we're going, where we're coming from. Okay, let's see what we have for the first one. The number of gray is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 grain. Okay, 6 grain for the first one. So the pattern 1, this pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, pattern 4, pattern 5, and so on and so forth. Pattern 5. Okay, the number of gray for the first one is 6. The number of gray for the second one is 9. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or you look at the table. I think they have already given them in the table. Okay, 9, 12, 15. Okay, so for the second one, the number of gray. Sorry, not green, gray. The number of gray is 9. Number of gray here is 12. The number of gray here is 15. Okay. Then the white one, the first one, the white is 0, no white, no single white. So they didn't give the white on the table, so we count the white ourselves. We count the white. The first one, no white one. The second one, we have 1 white. The third one, 3. And then the fourth one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 3, and 6. So we go, we include these ones, the number of white. Here we have 1 white, 3 white, and then the next one 6 white. Okay. The total here, total obviously will be 6. Total obviously will be 10 here, because you have to add 9 plus 1. The total here will be 15, and the total here will be 21, right? But in their question, though they didn't give the white, but they were putting the total. If you look at it in the exam question, they did give the white, they just gave you the pattern, then they gave you the gray one, and then they put the total to be 15. Here they put the total to be 21, or even the give. So now they want us to fill the pattern 5. That's the first thing. Say complete the table for pattern 5. Complete the table for pattern 5, and you get 2 marks for that. Okay, so for pattern 5, this gray one is an arithmetic sequence. The gray one is an arithmetic sequence. You can see the first term is 6, second one is 9, third one is 12, fourth one is 15. The common difference is what? 3. The common difference is what? 3. So if we add 3, if you say plus 3, the next term, to get the next term for the gray color, you just add 3 to each one. So if I add 3 here, I will get 18. So here is 18 for the gray. Okay, so for the gray. The white, what is the next one? White, you see the first one is 0, second one is 1. The third one you add 2, you get 3. The third one you add 3, you get 6. The fourth one you have to add 4. So you add the natural counting number. If you add 4, you get 10. So for the white one, you will get 10. So plus 4, here you will get 10 here for the white one, for this one. Okay, why? How did we arrive at this? The first time you add 0, you add 1, meaning you are adding natural counting number. Meaning you are adding natural counting number. So if I add 1, to 0, I'll get 1, right? If I add 2, the next thing I will not add 1 again, I'll add 2. You're adding natural counting number, because after 1 is 2. If you add 2 to this, you get 3 for the next one. So the next one you're not going to add, you will not add 3 to this one. You're adding natural counting number. So if you say plus 3 here, 3 plus 3, you get 6. The next thing you add plus 4. The next one we add plus 5. Let's assume the next one we add plus 5. Here will be 50 for this one. But for this one you keep adding 3 only. The next one here will be 21 for this one. Okay. So now what's the total? The total here will be 80 plus 10. That will be 28. The total here will be 28. So that's for pattern 5. We've done for pattern 5, which is 2 marks. So you do this, you get 2 marks. Now let's see what is next on the question. Let's see what is next on the question. The B part of the question says, find an expression in terms of n for the number of gray marks in pattern n. The number of gray marks in pattern n. That's the n term for gray. Okay, the n term for gray. So let's find the n term for gray. Let's find the n term for gray. So if we come here, this is A. To complete the table is question A. Now the B question is the n term for gray. Remember, n term, there are many ways to do it. You can use the n term formula, equals to first term, A is first term plus bracket n minus 1d. n minus 1, you can use the formula, or we can just look at the sequence and tell what it is. D is the common difference, and the common difference for gray is 3. The common difference, look at the gray, 3. The common difference is 3. So D is 3, D is 3. The common difference is 3. This is an arithmetic sequence. D is 3, and the first term is 6. So A is 6. A is equal to 6. So we substitute these two value into into this n6, which is the n term, is equals to the first term, which is 6, plus bracket number of term you don't know, you put n minus 1 multiplied by n minus 1 multiplied by 3. The common difference is 3, so we put 3 here. We put 3 here. The common difference is 3, so multiply by 3. Okay, we put 3 here. So 3 times, so the next stage you have 6 plus bracket 3 times n, you get 3n. So we remove the bracket. If we are expanding, we remove this bracket. Okay, if we are expanding, we remove the bracket. If we are expanding, we do the bracket. So 3 times n, we get 3n. 3 times n, we get 3n. Minus 3 times -1, you get -3. So what you have now is 6 minus 3 is 3. So you have 3n plus 6 minus 3 plus 6 minus 3. So this is equal to 3n plus 3. This will be equal to 3n plus 3. 3n plus 3. So this is your n term, the n term of the gray side, the n term formula for the gray side. 3n plus 3. Okay, so this question, you get at least 2 or 3 marks. Let's see. You get 2 marks also. Now the next question says, Marco makes a pattern with 24 gray mats. 24. Find the total number of mats in this pattern. For gray to be 24, you know we stop at 18. Okay? For gray to 24, let's go and figure that out in our table. If gray is 24, meaning I will have a column here. If gray is 24, if you add 3 to 18, you get 21. If you add another 3, you get 24. Meaning we are at this junction. We're talking about this junction, which is the 7th pattern. This will be in the 7th pattern. The 6th pattern, gray will be 21. So you can do likewise for this one to find what will be here. So the next thing, we add 5 here. If we add 5 to 10, we get 15. If we add 5 to 10 for the white one, we get 15 here. And then the next thing, we add what? 6. We add 6 to 15. We add 6 to 15, we get 21 for white. So to get the total for this one, you say 24 plus 21. That will give us 45. This will give us 45. So this is what they want you to do. This is what they want you to calculate the total when gray is 24. They want you to calculate the total, this one. They want you to calculate this column. This total, they want this result, this total, when the gray in there is at 24. When the gray is 24. This is what they want you to do, okay? So once you do this column, if you like, you can fill this one out. 21 plus 15, you get 6 here, 36. Here's 36 if you like, you fill this one out. But they only ask you for this one. So you get your 2 marks. Okay? So that's the C part of the question. So this will simply be 24 plus 21 for C question. For C, you say gray plus white equals to total. Gray plus white will be equals to the total marks. Equal to the total marks that Marcos use. Gray plus white equals to total. So the gray is 24, they've told you. It's just left for you to calculate the number of white mat. And there are other ways, simpler way, like you can logically do without doing calculations like this, okay? So here green is 24. The gray one is 24, and we've calculated the white one to be 21. So, and this will give us a total of 45 for question C. This will give us a total of 45. This will give us a total of 25. Is that okay? So that's for this question. Let's see if we have another question. Okay, that's for this question. Okay, we found is a find the total number of maths in the pattern. We've done that. We've done that. Okay. Now let's see the last part of our work. Which is this one, the D question. The D question. It says Marcos need a total of 6 maths to make the first pattern. He needs a total of 6 maths to make the first pattern, and he needs a total of 16 maths to make the first 2 patterns. He needs a total of 1 all over 6 n to the power of 3 plus a n squared plus b n maths to make the first n patterns. Find the value of a and b. Okay, so for this type of question, I know many of you will be scared when you see this type of question, and the mark is 6 marks. This one is big. The mark is 6 marks. It's a lot. It's a lot of questions. It's going to be long. Okay, but he needs 6 marks to make the first pattern. Okay, so we will go and see the first pattern. The first n equal to 1. For the first pattern, here n will be equal to 1, and he will be needing a total of 6 maths. So we'll be equating it to 6. We'll be equating this equation to 6. For the first next 2 pattern, that's first and second. For the next 2 pattern, first plus second one, you'll be needing a total of 16. So we are, in this case, n equal to 2. N equal to 2 for the next 2 pattern, and where n equal to 2, he needs 16 maths. He needs 16 maths. Okay? We'll be needing 16 maths. So if we go to that formula, we're going to write that formula down. That formula is 1 all over 6. 1 over 6 n to the power of 3, if we're not mistaken, n to the power of 3 plus an square plus bn. This is the formula. Okay, we're going to use this cubic formula. We're going to use this cubic formula to derive 2 equations, and we'll solve the equations simultaneously. We're going to use this cubic formula to derive 2 equations. For the first pattern, n is 1, so I'm going to be substituting 1 for n. Anywhere I see n, I will put 1. Okay, because for the first pattern, n is 1. So we're going to be substituting 1 for n, okay, in this formula. So I will say 1 all over 6 into 1 to the power of 3 plus n is 1 here, n square. So you say 1 square a, that's multiplied by a, then plus n is 1 times b is b. 1 times b is b. Okay, so this is equal to 6. Because for the first pattern, he needs 6 maths. This we equate it to 6. Because he needs 6 maths. Okay, so let's simplify this equation and put it in the proper form. So this 1 raised to the power 3 is 1. Times 1 is 1. So I have in this place 1 all over 6. We have here 1 all over 6 plus 1 square is 1. 1 times a is a. So I write here plus a. I write here plus b equal to, you see, simultaneous equation is formed. Equals to 6. Now we can rearrange this equation. I was supposed to call it equation 1. I can multiply through by 6 to remove the fraction. To remove fraction, if you want to remove fraction, multiply by the denominator. So I can multiply here by 6. Each and every one of them multiply by 6. Okay, so we're going to multiply here by 6. Multiply here by 6. Multiply here by 6. Multiply each one by 6. Or you can just put a bracket and say multiply everything by 6. Also multiply here by 6. In order to remove fraction, that's the way to remove this fraction. So if I multiply here by 6, what I have here left will be 1. will be equal to 1. What I have left here will be equal to 1, right? Will be equal to 1. What I have left will be equal to 1. So here I have 1 plus, I have 6a here, and I have 6b here, because 6 times b is 6b, and I say equal to 36. Okay, to finish up the simultaneous equation 1, we move this one to the right. If it comes here, it becomes minus. So what I have, the final equation will become 6a for this one. That's why they give you 6 marks for this question. 6a plus 6b, 6a plus 6b equal to 35 minus 1 is 34. You know, you move this one to the right, you subtract it from here. If it comes to the right, it becomes negative. So straight away, I just write the answer to 34. So here we call this one equation 1. We call this equation 1. Once we formulate the two equations, we solve them simultaneously. We solve simultaneous equation. Remember last time I did simultaneous, I revised simultaneous equation. So the reason why I'm doing all of this, because one question will lead to another. Sequence is taking us to simultaneous equation. Sequence is taking us to simultaneous equation. Okay, now we do for the B. For the second case, the math is 16. And the first two, n is 2. So we follow this equation. Anywhere we see this, we follow the equation. Anywhere we see n, we say 1 all over 6. Let's change the color. Okay, we say 1 all over 6. 1 all over 6. What's the equation again? 1 all over 6. N is 2. So I'm going to say multiply by 2 to the power of 3. Multiply by 2 to the power of 3. Okay. 2 to the power of 3. Then plus 2 square, and n is 2. 2 square times a, which is 2 square a, plus 2 times b, nb, bn. 2 times b, which is 2b, okay, equal to 16 maths. Equals to 16 maths. This is equal to 16 maths. Now we say 1 all over 6. 1 all over 6. If you expand this one, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 in 3 places will be 8. So you say multiply by 8. This will be multiplied by 8. Okay, plus this will be 4a, right? This will be 4a. And plus 2b. This will be 2b equal to 16. Equal to 16. Equal to 16. Now we will this, if you multiply, you get 8 over 6, right? Which is actually, if you simplify, is 4 over 3, right? 2 here, 4. So I can simply say 4 over 3. So I say 4 over 3, right? 4 over 3. Because you can just say 2 here, 3. 2 here, 4. 2 here, 4. So I get 4 over 3 plus 4a plus 4a plus 2b equals to 16. Plus 2b equals to 16. Now the next step is to multiply through by 3, the denominator, so that we can remove this fraction. So I'm going to multiply all through by 3. Multiply here by 3 so that we can remove the denominator. Multiply this one by 3, each one of them by 3, so that you don't make mistake. So if I say just put a one big bracket, you may make mistake. Multiply here by 3. Multiply here by 3. The reason why we are multiplying all through by 3 is to remove the fraction. If there is no fraction, you don't need to multiply by 3. So the 3 here, we cancel the 3 at the bottom. Okay? Then what we have here is 4 only. So we have 4 plus this one, we have 3 times 4a, we get 12a. We get 12a. And then plus this one, we get 3 times 2b, we get 6b. Here we get 6b. And then we say 3 times 16, we get 48. Here we get 48. Okay? So we rewrite the equation. and bring 4 to the left, you subtract it from here, it's going to be 44. If you bring 4 here and subtract it from 48, it will be 44. So the final equation will become 12a plus 6b plus 6b plus 6b equal to 44. I call this equation 2. We call this equation 2. Remember, now we have simultaneous equations, so we're going to solve them. We bring them together. We're going to bring them together now, and then we solve. Okay, so I write this equation 2. This is bigger. I write it first. So solving the simultaneous equation, I have 12a. Okay, let's change the color. We have 12a plus 6b plus 6b equal to 44. And then we write equation 1. Equation 1 was what? We can scroll up to see equation 1. Equation 1 was 6a plus 6b equal to 34. 6a, so equation 1 was 6a plus 6b plus 6b equal to 34. So now we want to eliminate b, see, because they are same. So if you want to eliminate b, we say subtract. Since they are both positive, you just say subtract. So you put a bracket here, you put a bracket here, you can say subtract. Okay, in solving simultaneous equation. Okay, so you just say subtract. If you say 12a minus, and then you rule down 12a minus 6a, you will get 6a. 12a minus 6a, we will get what? 6a. And then this one, 6b minus 6b, they will cancel out. This one will cancel themselves out. Right? And then equal to, because 6b minus, because subtract means minus, 6b minus 6b is 0. So then we say 44 minus 34, you get, was it 34? Okay. Okay, minus 34, right? Was 34, right? Minus 34, you get 10. You get 10, right? So we get 10. So to find a, you say 10 over 6. Okay, 10 over 6, which is, I hope we didn't make any mistake, which is this divided by this. 2 here, 2 here, you get 5 over 3. Okay, you get a to be 5 over 3. If we didn't make mistake, I said we made any mistake, but we can check. If there is, we can correct. Now let's go to the b. To find b, just bring any of the equation. Just bring any of the equation. Okay, it's 6a plus 6b equal to 34. You can use that. 6a plus 6b equal to 34. So we already found a to be 5. So you say 6 times 5 over 3, because that's the value of a. Okay. So here 1 plus 6b equal to 34. 3 here 1, 3 here 2. 2 times this we get 10. 2 times 5 we get 10. So we have 10 plus 6b equals to 34. So we say 6b, we make 6b the subject. 6b is equal to 34 minus 10. Minus 10. So 6b equals to 24. So b divide both sides by 6. 24 over 6, which is 4. Equals to 4. Okay, so that's that for this question. So this question is 6 marks. When you're able to finish it up, you get the whole 6 marks. Okay, we can go through and so on and so forth. So that's all for what we have today, and see you in our next class. Thank you.